Hello, y'all. This is Prime 3285, and I just want to talk about the origins of Optimus Prime. Okay, and I think the origins of Optimus Prime, if I can remember, it was season 2 of the G1 cartoon animated series, and it's one of those episodes, and I remember they talking about the origins of Optimus Prime, and the origins of Optimus Prime is originally he was called Orion Pax, and he was really close to Alpha Trion, who was an ancient transformer at the time. He met Alpha Trion. Also, he was really cool with Megatron. He was really fascinated with the Decepticons, them being warriors, great warriors, because at this time the Autobots were they were scientists. They weren't warriors around this time period. And Orion Pax was really he was Megatron was like his idol. He looked up to Megatron. I think he wanted to join the Decepticons because he see how he was like believing that they were great warriors, which they were. They were he was saying because the Decepticons were warriors, and he had the instinct to wanted to be like Megatron, and he wanted to be a warrior. But little did he know that he didn't know that Megatron was ruthless and power hungry. And Megatron turned on him. He shot him. He almost completely, he was really damaged badly, Orion Pax. And what happened was Alpha Trion, Megatron shot him, and he shot, I forgot his friend, the girl. She was a female. I think she was a female Autobot. She looked a little like RC, but she wasn't RC. But Megatron shot her, and he shot Orion Pax. And I guess for Orion Pax, he felt betrayed because he looked up to Megatron. Megatron was like an idol. And Alpha Trion took them in and made the girl Decepticon over, and he converted Orion Pax into Optimus Prime. Orion Pax became Optimus Prime, as known as the great Autobot leader, the great Autobot leader, Optimus Prime. He became, the hero that we know and love, Optimus Prime. And that's his origins, That's something that's who he really originally was. He was Orion Pax. He became a Prime, and he ended up fighting Megatron. He was just as strong, just as powerful. He became a very powerful Autobot. He became a very powerful leader. He was very intelligent. He inherited a lot of abilities. He became really strong, And he's, in my opinion, one of the greatest Primes of all time, Optimus Prime, And I just wanted to talk about that, his origins. He was Orion Pax, and Alpha Trion, which I do believe, in my opinion, I think Alpha Trion, not only he's an ancient transformer, but I also think he's one of the 13 Primes. I think he's a Prime. And he made Orion Pax a Prime. Yep, he converted Orion Pax into Optimus Prime. And Optimus Prime became the leader of the Autobots. In the G1 cartoon, he became a great leader. Alpha Trion seemed really cool too. In my opinion, I think Alpha Trion was a Prime. I think he was a great warrior too. He was very smart. Anybody who will make Optimus Prime, he has to be very intelligent, and I guess he was a scientist too. And I just want to talk about that. I wanted to talk about the origins of Optimus Prime. because originally he wasn't the Prime. He was originally known as Orion Pax, and I think Alpha Trion did have the Matrix, but also I know in a Transformers comics, a character known as Sentinel Prime, which Sentinel Prime is in the also in the movieverse of Transformers. Sentinel Prime, he's a Prime, but he in the comic book, Sentinel Prime gave Optimus Prime the Matrix of leadership. Yeah, but I'm thinking that Alpha Trion is a Prime. He is a Prime. He's one of the 13 Primes. He's not just an ancient Transformer, but I do believe Alpha Trion is a Prime. And he's very smart, and I do think he's a great warrior too. He's a great warrior, very wise. Optimus Prime is very wise too. He's a great leader. That's something that he was Orion Pax. He wasn't a Prime yet. Which makes me wonder, do he still have any memories of him being Orion Pax? That's why he, when he became Optimus Prime, why he doesn't like Megatron, because of Megatron, what he did to him. I wonder, do he still have any memories of that? Because it's messed up, because he looked up to Megatron, and the Decepticons, they were warriors, and he wanted to be a warrior. He looked up to Megatron as a hero, and Megatron betrayed him, and I guess in some ways, Orion Pax, he felt like he was betrayed, because Megatron was his idol, and it seemed like his idol just turned on him, and he became, he was badly damaged, and Alpha Trion got him, what was left of Orion Pax, and he converted him into Optimus Prime. And I just want to have this video. I wanted to talk about that. Origins of Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is a great leader. He's very strong, very wise. He's powerful. He's one of my favorites of Transformers. Not just G1, but the movieverse. Any version of Transformers, I like Optimus Prime. That would be really cool. I wouldn't mind if we get a movie like that. It talks about the origins of Optimus Prime, like a prequel, That would be cool. Optimus Prime is a great leader, He's a great, great leader. And, it's something that, that's why I guess he has a lot of hatred for Megatron. Maybe he remembers what he did to him when he was Orion Pax. And I just want to make this video about that, about his origin story, where he came from, Because it's in season 2 of G1. It's an episode of season 2 of G1. And you had a lot of Primes, I noticed. Like you had, the Fallen, he was a Prime. He was the very first Decepticon. He was a Prime. I do believe in some ways Alpha Trion is a Prime. Sentinel Prime, he's a Prime. You have Vector Prime. You have so many different types of Primes. It was, so it was a lot of Primes. Megatron is no joke. He's power hungry, He's really power hungry. But the Decepticons were originally warriors, and the Autobots were like scientists. That's what they was. The Decepticons were warriors. But I guess in some ways the Autobots couldn't trust them because they was power hungry. They wanted to take over and destroy everything. And I guess they, what they stood by is the Fallen. The Fallen sort of started that cycle, with he was the very first Decepticon. He didn't like humans. He wanted to conquer and destroy anything in his path. He didn't like humans. He didn't trust any race but his own, So Decepticons are following that.